on my YouTube journey, keeping track of first, we even have a playlist, my YouTube journey. So I should put this stuff together someday. Per usual, I like to drag things out. So back on topic. Cool. I just got permission to use a video clip from the airport. All right. So what I wanted to tell everybody is a first that kind of hit me is a little different, and it's super weird because this is face value on top of everything, right? It means nothing. Checking my YouTube studio this morning, I noticed the change of my subscriber count and realized that it's the first time I've seen this, and along with other firsts this week, because I'm now partially monetized, and that's why there's activity I think has been happening, is my subscriber count in the last 28 days is -4. So I've lost 4 subscribers. I've lost subscribers before, but it's always been during an influx of new subscribers. So seeing negative symbol and number, even though as stated before, just 4, like, and again, it means nothing. I have 2,379 or 80 subscribers. I honestly, I do know, I'm not trying to be coy with it. I do know the exact number. I just slipped my mind in that moment. I think it dropped down to, anyhow, that gets cut out, rambling. Why does that hit different? What is it in any of us? Because I'm definitely not doing this for the subscribers. I guess I am, since that's what it takes to get a play button. My son asked me at 6 years old, and I told him I was going to start YouTubing again. Said, "Dad, do you even know what a play button is?" Well, I learned, and I'm going to broadcast the heck out of myself till I get one and try to make somewhat decent content. So along the way on your YouTube journey, if you're also taking one, you're going to have milestones or firsts, and yeah, that was one of them, seeing a negative subscriber count. Now, and they say that when other YouTube families struggle, and they say, "Oh, I woke up and we had just lost thousands of subscribers," I could not, I'm really not attached to this, and I'm doing a little video in my fields about having -4 subscribers. What if you woke up and you had -4,000 subscribers, -40,000 subscribers? What would that be like? I mean, and that's the thing for me. Not being so vested. Yes, this is a fun hobby. But I grew up when you didn't quit a job until you had another job. We didn't have apps to just give us some work every day. So for me to even see now in my YouTube studio a small square that says revenue, it's still a 0, but that's there now is actually bizarre to somebody like me. I do not consume the internet very well other than Netflix, because that's all I was raised on, was vegging out to the TV. That was your reward for whatever it was you did that day. And Drew Carey was Wednesday nights, and when I went to grandma's house as a child and my older cousin was there, I wasn't allowed in the living room for MTV after 9 o'clock. But having this reflection of now something so, why can't I pull up the right word there? Getting in my feels, or at least understanding that I have feels when I see something so trivial as -4 subscribers in the last 28 days. Not only does that mean I've lost some, but it means at the same time I haven't gained as much. I honestly do not see anything wrong with that, though. As in life, when you go through growing spurts, you have growing pains and things level out. And I feel I've learned enough that I'm on the plateau of maybe the next. Oh shit, well, actually, for real, oh shit, that was a military helicopter. Like, for real, oh shit. That was a military oh man, I gotta redo that whole thing now. Missing an earring. Damn it. Alright, I'm not gonna redo it, but I am gonna take this one out. I knew better to look. Hopefully, oh my goodness, I hope you couldn't see it. Alright, I will leave that in there. And oh, poop, for real, that was a military helicopter. So let's just keep not being the cool people anymore. Not that we've ever been. Anybody seen Train Spotting? I love that speech. And not only are we so deplorable, we can't even be colonized by a good society. We're a colony of wankers colonized by wankers. However it goes, don't quote. I wonder why we have that issue. I understand superiority might come natural because the strongest do survive. But when did it become the prettiest or the most beautiful? Okay, I understand that the prettier animals, the prettier mammals, I get looks, are attractive for mating, all of that. We're primal. I honestly don't think we've evolved with emotional maturity as quickly as we could have in society because of the internet. I think that the lack of physical connection we've lost with verbal and mental communication directly correlated to instant gratification. And I mean, if you were a pervert in the 1800s, it maybe took a minute to like find a group of people who were into what you were into, right? I'm guessing. But now it takes like 30 keystrokes. Probably not even. Who has eyeglasses on right now that they're just like Ray-Ban, Pornhub? Is that how it is? That's why I won't get a VR headset. I own a Super Nintendo. Last night I was thinking about asking my stepmom if my younger brother's super old PS3 is still for sale. And then I thought, no. Because I feel like my biggest flex right now in being the new part-time dad I'm learning to be is I don't play video games. I definitely don't put electronics forefront of that sort, screened electronics, into my kid's hand willingly. But I also do not need my kid to go without my time and presence because I'm too busy playing video games. Back to the topic. I think that the greater connection outside of our local area has affected us as a community alongside that same connection not having the physical connection along with it to, let's say, play out our emotions that we have. I can have the same emotions from saying words or writing words on paper and have the same feeling inside created as I do by holding someone's hand or sitting next to them in the movie theater. Maybe a bad idea. Movie theaters are cool. Let's do some outdoor amphitheaters, though. How about that? Let's get rid of the indoor music theaters. We can, surely we can just recycle enough billboard vinyl to put a dome over anywhere at this point in the world for the weather. And, let's sit outside on the grass and watch movies. Let's do that. Or let's hire somebody to take care of our grass where it's not chemicals with green stain in them or dye. Let's hire somebody to take care of our grass that understands how grass grows and what soil needs to be to grow the grass. And I think I will just upload this, maybe a little edited. Man, I really think maybe I just need to work for the city of Holland and do all this yard work during the seasons. I wonder what they do on the off season. Or obviously there's work to do outside, but less work to do outside during the winter than this season. All right, well, honestly, thank you. I'm gonna plug all this into a video editor and upload it on the computer. This is my Monday morning podcast while I keep an eye on the garbage can. I'm gonna start doing this, so if you like what you heard, or if I hit on any topics that maybe you can understand, then come back for the podcast. Well, rather, I apologize, it's not a podcast. Come back for the vlog. I like this. Vlogging. Should have been doing this a long time ago. Video journey, video log, a vlog. How many people didn't know that's what vlog meant right now? Did anybody get to this point? Please comment if you're like, what? That means I think a blog would be a book vlog, then really I just blew my own mind. Yeah, I've never ever thought of blog as book log. It's just blog, and that means like writing a thing online. Have a blessed morning, everybody. FunctionalArtforms.com. One day at a time. Take care.